Thank you for joining us wherever you are. This podcast episode is brought to you by the Old Ways Actual Play team. This actual play uses the Trail of Cthulhu First Edition tabletop role-playing game rules by Pelgrane Press. This actual play is performed by adults and in an adult setting. Listeners should know that this show may include mature themes and scenes. All content, including names, places, events, and so forth, which may bear resemblance to entities living, dead, or eldritch, is strictly coincidental. My name is Rena Henze, and for tonight's game, I will be your keeper. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Old Ways podcast. I'm your keeper, Keeper Mav. My pronouns are they, them, and I am excited to welcome you to another episode of Silver Screams, our 1930s Trail of Cthulhu campaign. Very much looking forward to showing you what we have this evening on offer. But before we get to cast introductions, I would like to say, as always, thank you to all of you, our listeners, and you, our Patreon supporters. You help us keep doing what we love. If you'd like to see what we have to offer on Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/theoldwayspodcast. And now for introductions. To my right.
Hi, I'm Bunny. I'm playing Yvonne Alethea Joy, or Saint Cyr. Our pronouns are she, her. I'm your makeup artist for this production and hopefully others in the future. We'll see. I'm just having a very chill time at work and with my girlfriend. Ooh.
Question mark?
Ooh. Question mark?
We'll see how that goes. And next to Yvonne.
Hello, I am Nichelle Schneider. I am playing Lilith St. Cyr, and we both go by she, her pronouns, and I am playing an actress. And nothing important happened last episode at all. No, completely not. I was just reading some new lines.
This whole season has been nothing but a slice of life events for the cast and crew members of Avalon Studios. That's all. Nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how your lines go. And at the end of the table.
Hello, I'm Perry Clark. I'm playing Kingston Biko Garvey. I'm your stagehand set designer, and probably your occultist in this regards, who is right now battening down the hatches.
As one does. As one does. And next to Kingston?
Hello, my name is Courtney. I am playing Sophia Reed. We both go by the she, her pronouns, and Sophia is a seamstress.
She is indeed. And she's got a family member living in the near vicinity now, which is quite fun for everybody involved, I'm sure. And last but never least.
Hey, I'm Emily. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Kitston or Kit Dubois, he, him, a stressed out PA who is, as excited as he usually is about work.
Oh, yes. Getting close to wrapping up this project and maybe starting the next one. We'll see how that goes. All right. So we are moving the timeline forward 3 weeks in the production of Dr. Gravedust to the end of July. As we do so, as filming goes on, we'll have a look in a brief scene to see what each of our characters is up to during that time. It's a chaotic time, filming always is, especially because Director Moore is very insistent on getting this movie filmed as quickly as possible. There is a tighter deadline for this one, it seems, than for a lot of the other films you've worked on. And everyone's been rushing around. You've all moved out of the St. Cyr household back into your own homes as things have calmed down. You haven't seen the blonde man. You haven't had weird nightmares. Things are calmer on the weird side of things, let's say, more hectic on the normal side. So let's have a look in on Lilith as this time skip moves forward. In the middle of this time, let's say, as you're working through these 3 weeks, Lilith, you have a mask. You have two, in fact. One of them you keep in your dressing room. The other one, is for the next film, your big star turn. You shouldn't wear it yet. But this one, it's hard to take off. Keep it in your dressing room, out of sight, but when you're alone, when none of the other girls who use it are there, you find yourself sitting in front of your dressing mirror, looking through slightly soft yellow tinted world through the eyes of this mask. You've got your script with you. You flip through it. You can't stop reading those lines, these lines that speak to you. And you read, and you wear your mask, and you go and you act, and you film your scenes. And Lilith, you are magnificent. You fill up the camera with your presence. Kingston, Kit, Yvonne, Sophia, if you come to see the set, if you come to watch any bits of filming, it takes your breath away how powerful Lilith is in her scenes. It is almost impossible to look at Clarissa, Miss Elliot, if the two of them are sharing the stage. It is impossible to look at Henry or Mr. Hudson. You just want to watch her because of the power that she has in her presence. And Lilith, I'd like you to add 2 points to your acting pool.
I can do that.
So you positively glow on the stage.
I think also something else that nobody would probably know, but the camera would probably see on occasion is in those quiet little private moments, is just a little bit of humming, similar to the music that she heard.
Mm-hmm. And I would like 3 stability rolls.
Okay. 5, 6, 4.
You lose 2 points of stability.
Okay.
Your grasp on reality becomes a little more tenuous. Not that you notice this, because you are caught up in your dream. You're not aware of the effect you're having on other people as you go out in front of the cameras. You're just aware of how fulfilled you feel, how right this feels. And that little snatch of music that plays in the back of your brain as you act, as you read your lines, as you wear your mask. And one day, you're sitting in your dressing room, looking through your lines, and you're reading the ending scene again, the one that strikes you so strongly, where she disappears off into the night with the chaos and the shifting reality of the world behind her. And you hear a knock at your door.
I'll just put the mask away and everything and go answer the door.
And you see Clarissa.
Clarissa.
Lilith, it's I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No, I'm just going over lines and trying to take a moment of peace between our accelerated schedule.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have bothered you.
No. Come on in. What's going on?
She comes in and she's a little bit flushed, and she sits down on one of the other chairs. There's a couple little dressing tables in here, since you share this room usually with one of the other actresses on other films. And she sits down and she just says, "What's your secret?"
What secret?
You're incredible out there. It's just, and you've always been good, but just watching you out there today, I almost forgot my lines that we've worked so hard on. Just, I can't take my eyes off you.
Oh, I'm not used to being distracting. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. I mean, she gives a little self-deprecating chuckle, says, normally I'd be a little upset at being upstaged as the leading actress in the film, but I can't be upset with you. Not... You could be the leading lady of Hollywood. When they see you in this movie, they're going to just... And she's got this wide-eyed wonder in her eyes. You glow.
Call it a new perspective on life.
It's working.
I'm sorry, there's nothing else really to it. I'm not exactly sure why, but I don't know, I feel more inspired lately.
I just feel more tired. But you. And she's looking at you with this wide-eyed wonder. And almost as if she's acting without thinking about it, her hand reaches out for and touches yours on your dressing table. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. And I think what Lilith will do is just kind of put her palm up on the table as a silent invitation if she wants to return it or not.
She puts her hand back on yours, slowly, hesitantly.
And I think I just take my thumb and just kind of like brush it just ever so absent-mindedly, but very calming across her fingers.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that, I mean, I've watched you for years doing this every single day, and now we're doing our lines together and going over different things and techniques. I'm more than happy to share what I know. I'd never keep something like that from another woman.
I didn't think you would. She looks down. I've admired you since our first working together, you know? You've got a presence, and I felt a little jealous at first, which is why I was so surprised when you asked me to run lines together. I thought maybe you didn't like me. I didn't like you at first because I liked you. I mean, not, oh, I'm making a right mess of this, aren't I?
Clarissa, what is there not to like about you?
Oh, many things. Just ask Henry.
I'm not asking for a man's opinion of somebody else that he doesn't view his equal.
She smiles a little bit. I'll
tell you what. Why don't you and I go out for a bite one of these evenings that you don't have with Henry? My Yvonne in makeup, in the makeup department, knows of this really great little diner. She goes there often. They've got great music.
Certainly. That sounds lovely. I spend most of my evenings alone with my cat, so if I'm not doing press events or working with Henry, so that would be lovely. Thank you, Lilith.
Mm-hmm. And if that is too loud or public for you, I'm sure that we can do something more quiet if that's your preference.
No, that sounds delightful. Thank you. Yes. And she's still got that look of wonder in her eyes as she looks at you. But she's a little bit calmer now.
Mm-hmm.
And just whatever you're doing, don't stop doing it.
I wasn't planning to.
And we'll leave Lilith there in the moment with Clarissa. So, Sophia, you've had a very busy time of things with mending costumes, making new costumes when things come up, refitting when actors lose weight or gain weight. Any little changes that happen, you have to be right on top of it, fixing it. You've worked on Saturdays. Everybody's been pushing really hard, but you finally find yourself with a Sunday afternoon. It's bright, it's hot, it's sunny, it's a beautiful July in LA. And you decide that you want to take a little time to yourself. And by to yourself, you mean family time with your family and with your chosen family.
Mm-hmm.
And so what is it you decide to do? You invite some people to go along with you. What is it that you decide to do?
We're going to have a beach day. We're going to get everybody together with a picnic and head to the ocean. Marina knows a wonderful spot and is more than happy, if frustrated that it's taken Sophia this long to suggest it, and is very excited. And Howard is going to be coming along as well. So yeah, everybody heads out to the beach and starts doing beach-like things.
Beachy things, yes.
Yeah.
In those 1930s bathing suits that look dreadfully uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So you take Howard with you. Howard has been settling in fairly well. He's still very quiet, but he goes to work. You go into work together. He does the janitorial work. You come home together. It's been hard to have any sort of a life on your own because Howard seems so uncomfortable with not being near you. It's a miracle that your landlady has gotten him into his own room and kept him there, because he's understandably anxious about being separated from you.
Mm-hmm.
But he does his work. He started talking to you a little bit about some of the people he's interacted with and how kind people are to him. And he tells you about his day, and he doesn't need to be touching you all the time like he did when he first came back. And so this seems like a good opportunity for him to relax a little bit, away from home, away from the studio, with Marina and some of her family. And yes, the sun is shining. There's families with their children out on the beach. There's a picnic lunch that you've packed, and Marina and her family brought some as well. And there's two of the cousins are playing with a ball back and forth, just kicking it back and forth across the sand. The seagulls are squawking and occasionally dive bombing for some of your sandwiches and have to be shooed away very drastically. But it's a relaxing day, and Howard leans up against you with this big bright smile on his face. And it's the first big, genuine smile you've seen from him since he came back.
I've missed that.
Missed what?
You're smiling.
Is that what that is? I was wondering why I felt so weird. Then he chuckles a little bit.
This is nice, isn't it? Just something normal.
Normal. Yes. I'd forgotten what normal is. This is, and he gestures around. It feels right.
I imagine that this is kind of what you came here for in the first place.
He nods. Yes. The sunshine to start off with. And the people, the crowds everywhere, and not feeling so stuck in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to bring you out here. You know, I was saving for that. I don't know what happened to my things, but I had a little money put aside that I was saving to bring you here.
Well, I'm here.
You are.
Everything here feels so alive. There's not been a single moment where I've missed being at home. I don't even consider it home.
I don't either. And
what do you...
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. You go ahead. I was just ruminating.
What do you want to do? If you could do anything here, what do you want to do?
I used to want to work with cameras. You know? Like that's what I was hoping to work up to. I was getting tips from the cameramen and I was learning everything, and it's so interesting, you know, just the angles and how you capture things and make them so realistic on the screen, and that's what I wanted to do. Now I don't know.
Well, why do you think that's changed?
I was he gets this far off look in his eyes. I was in front of a camera when it happened. When I melted away. And I appreciate Mr. Moore giving me the work, even though he doesn't seem to remember me. And I can do it because I'm not part of the crew anymore. I don't know that I could do it anymore, Sophia. I don't.
Well, you don't have to do that. You could open up a barber shop. Or you could, I don't know, start selling trinkets on the seashore. You could do anything. There's everything ahead of you.
Everything. Not everything. And you see he's looking down the beach at some of the cousins who are playing, and you follow his gaze. He's looking at Hector. And he looks back at you and he shakes his head and says, not everything.
That would be... It's unfairly difficult. But you're deserving of it.
Yes. Maybe. And he squeezes your hand.
Not maybe. Yes. You are deserving of love. Of a family. Of people that care for you. I want you to be happy no matter what that looks like, Howard.
He squeezes your hand again and says, I can try to be happy because you're here, sis. And when I was... And his eyes blank for a moment, like he can't think about it. He can't bear to think about it. I just never thought I'd be happy again, and maybe I can be. He looks up at the sky. There's not a cloud in sight. This bright blue sky with the sun beating down on you all. And he lets the sun warm his face. Thanks to you, I think I can be happy.
We can be happy.
We can be happy. And we'll leave Sophia and Howard there on the beach, enjoying the sunshine, and have a look in on Kingston. Kingston's been busy with set design and putting up sets, taking down sets, moving sets, reorganizing sets, making new pieces when Director Moore gets a bug in his brain about, I want this over here. No, Kingston, we're going to need another piece here. I don't like the way that table looks. We're going to need a new one. Can you get it to me by tomorrow? And just all of the different things directors throw at their set designers and their stage hands in the middle of a film shoot. You haven't slept super well in a while.
But it's also more apparent too, for those who are actually paying attention, Kingston has become more gaunt in appearance. Mm-hmm. And there comes one particular day when you see him take his hat off and he's now completely bald.
The stress is not doing well for Kingston.
As well as he has stopped eating anything and everything that the studio provides. Anything is brought in by himself. He did his own version, shall we say, of the lemon detox diet in this day and age.
Mm-hmm. He's not doing the best. But Kingston, you had something you wanted to look into one night when the set is more on the empty side of things.
Yeah, I pop over to the lighting department.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if anyone's there, but I'd be looking for some of the light filters, the colored ones. The reds, the blues, the yellows. Just taking one of the slides and looking at first at the bracelet, under a blue filter, under a red filter, ending with a yellow filter. What do I see?
So you go to the lighting department, and Jerry Wu, one of the lighting directors, is there, and he gives you a wave and a smile, and he's used to you poking around things because sometimes you have to check and see with the filter what a particular set piece is going to look like, so he doesn't bother you. And you start looking at the bracelet through these filters. And what you start to see is you still see these red and black beads alternating, but you start to see thin bands of yellow in between the red and the black. And it reminds you of something. It reminds you of a coral snake.
Mm-hmm. Once I've sort of had that acknowledgement, I next take out the 5-page piece of paperwork I got from Mr. Brewer, and I lay it out, and I do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. There's a slight yellow tint to the pages when you look at them through the light filter. Nothing as bright as what you're seeing on the bracelet, but there is a slight tinge.
Which I suspected earlier and now more or less confirmed. I will pack those away and then pay my dues for the night before heading home, as I head home.
Mm-hmm. You pack things up, and as you're heading out, you run into Director Moore.
Good evening, Director.
Kingston, you're working late as usual, I see.
Yeah, I was just wrapping up and heading home.
You're looking very tired, Kingston. Kind of like you're taking it maybe a bit too hard. I don't want you to overdo it on this production. I know I've been asking a lot of you, but...
Well, we have things that are driving us, and I figure some things are going to shift soon. I'm just observing some spiritual practices right now.
Ah, yes. Oh, he looks a little flustered for a moment. Good for you. Good for you. Well, we'll be done with filming this one soon, and then Mr. Brewer's project is up next. He's told me that he's asked you to be part of it, which I think is very exciting for Mr. Brewer to take a personal interest in you. You're going to go places, Kingston. You're going to go places.
It'll be interesting to see what places they want to go. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard in the dark of this city to know where you're going.
It's easy to get lost in a place like this. He looks around, gets swallowed up. You know?
Yeah.
I was a struggling assistant director. Never thought I'd get anywhere but assistant director until I met Mr. Brewer, and he pulled me into his new venture, him and Mr. Radigan. He gestures around at the studio. Said he saw something in me.
Have you ever met Mr. Radigan?
Mr. Radigan? A couple times, yes. He doesn't like to come out very much. He's very private, which is strange for a millionaire. And he laughs. Normally they flash their money around everywhere, but, it's old gold with him, I hear.
Well, the old monies don't always need to flash themselves around like the new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's seeking approval.
No, he's a nice man. In the brief interactions I've had with him, he's not very hands-on. He leaves that to Mr. Brewer. Archie's a good chap. Said they gave me my start here, and I've been able to pay that back, to give other people their start who might be overlooked. He smiles and says, I try anyway.
Yeah. And I can also, gesturing at the dark circles and eyes, see some of the price.
Well, movies don't make themselves. He laughs. But I am feeling the toll of this one a good bit more than I normally would, Kingston. I will admit that to you.
When was the last time you were home?
Home. What's today? He looks at his watch and then realizes looking at a watch is not going to tell him what day it is. 3 days ago, maybe?
And who cares for you at home?
Oh, I don't have anyone. Life's been too busy. I didn't have any career prospects at first as when I was starting out and no one would take me, and now I just don't have the time. I'm looking after all of you.
Yeah, well, it is good to have those who miss you.
Well, I like to think that maybe someone from here would miss me if I suddenly turned up missing or you know.
Yeah. Well, I know for many of my people and ancestors, the idea of being forgotten is sometimes the worst thing possible.
Doesn't bear thinking about, honestly.
No, Mr. Moore, it doesn't.
You know, I just hope with these films, it's the only way I have to be remembered, I think. Not sure I'll have anything else. Tried to do something good here, Kingston.
I know.
I've done my best.
I know. But as a good book says, be careful. The pathway to hell is paved with good intentions.
He chuckles a little bit. Says, well, my path down there is a long one then.
I'm sure we each have our paths.
You should get some rest, Kingston.
You as well, sir. Make sure somebody remembers you. That's not connected to the studio.
Good advice. You've always had a way with words. I've liked that about you since I interviewed you.
Thank you.
You're a good man, Kingston Garvey. You're a good man.
Well, we try to always be in the image of the brightest light that we can.
And he claps you on the back, and that's the first physical contact you've ever had with him. Not even a handshake before. But he just gives you this genuine kind of clap on the back and a smile and says, "You're doing good work, and I'm grateful for it. I'll never forget it."
Thank you. And I've kept that plastered face as the inner monologue is, oh yeah, you forgot a lot of things.
He doesn't know that, though.
No, but this is the inner monologue that's going on between those moments. It's yeah, I know you forgot things, and I know there's no one looking after you, no one who's remembering you. And the films that have gone lost are not going to be remembering you at all. You may very well be forgotten in this history of Hollywood.
We'll see how that goes. So we'll leave Kingston there and have a look in on Kit. So, Kit, you've been running around the set wildly, getting things set up. Mr. Moore has tasked you with assembling things for the new production, as on top of the work you're already doing on the current production, because he says he knows he can trust you to get things done. So, what kind of work would Kit be doing, and would he pull anyone in to help him out? Would he ask Daphne? Would he get someone else on set to help him pull some of the set pieces, or get the required paints, or anything else that needs doing to prep for this new film? What would Kit do?
If he were to ask anybody, it would be Daphne, but that would sort of be dependent on how much coffee she's had in one given day and how stressed out she looks at the time.
She's been a little bit calmer. Actually, a good bit calmer over the last couple of weeks. Some of the energy has been siphoned away, maybe. She's not drinking quite as much coffee. She looks a little tired, actually.
Okay, well then, yeah, I would have asked her to help me. We're probably, getting some paperwork done, pulling set pieces, pulling costumes, making supply runs as needed.
She is happy to help. She takes a look at the list of things that that Director Moore gives you. Wow. Yeah, Miss St. Cyr's going to be great in this one. This just, wow, I'm so glad she's getting her chance. She's wonderful. Have you been watching her on camera lately? Just, wow.
Whenever I get a chance, yeah, she's doing amazing. I'm actually really excited to see her in this new one. It's the first time she's had such a big part, and from what she told me about it, it sounds really, really interesting. Like something she's right for.
Yeah, I haven't read the script or anything because they're being very secretive about the script, I guess, until we start on the actual script. And like she's talking more normally. Like she's not in this babble of da 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 da. Still a little fast, but slower than normal. And she waves her hands, says, I know they've got to keep it secret and everything, and don't want it leaking, especially if it's a big role and going to be a big part for Miss St. Cyr. And I don't know who they've cast to be the leading man yet. They haven't said if there's a leading man. I guess there has to be a leading man, doesn't there? If you have a leading lady, you have to have a leading man. But I haven't heard anything.
Mav, would I have heard anything on this?
You have not. All I know is Mr. Dawlish had heard there's the new film and that he hasn't gotten any notification of being cast as a leading man, and he's very upset about it.
I'm surprised we haven't been having to deal with that more.
Well, there's been a few meltdowns.
Let me know next time if you need me to come and, I don't know, try to talk some sense into him. Not that I can really do much more than you can, but...
Yeah, I'll get you if I need you. Kit, Miss Elliot calms him down sometimes, or he stalks off. He's not very nice when he's in a bad mood.
No, he's not. How are you? You seem better, which makes me concerned.
She yawns. Just a little tired. That's all.
That's fair.
It's fine. And what do you mean better?
Just slightly less stressed.
Oh, no, I'm still very, very stressed. And she bobs her head. Still very stressed, but not sleeping very well. I don't know if anybody's sleeping very well. Everybody looks tired. You look tired.
Yeah.
Mr. Garvey, Kingston, he's looking like he hasn't slept in 3 months. Director Moore,
Gosh.
I don't know the last time he went home.
Wow. All for the sake of art, I guess.
Well, hopefully we'll have a little bit of an easier schedule with the new film. She looks down at the paper. The Yellow King's Bride should be interesting, I guess. Another period piece, from what I gather. But older period, so not doing the Victorian stuff again. No Victorian, no Western. I'm happy.
We've done so many Westerns.
And they just keep coming.
Guess there's a demand for them.
There is, but at least we get to keep working on interesting projects like Dr. Gravedust, which has been very interesting to watch. And when they shot the dead rising from their graves this morning, she gives a little shudder. It was delightfully scary. Miss Joy has done such a good job with the makeup. I almost thought they were real.
They do look fairly dead, don't they?
Dead and not loving it. That's true. So, well, I have not had a social life in the last 3 weeks, Kitston. I do not know who I am anymore.
You haven't been going out at all? Used to love doing that.
I'm just so tired and just so much stress, and I haven't seen Mary in a while.
Mary?
Oh, girl I go out with sometimes. We just go out and do things. Girl things. Girl time. And then she gets a
Gotcha.
little flustered.
Kit is completely oblivious.
He would be. But we haven't done much. I know you don't have a life, but I feel like I should have a life.
Hey now, I do, no, I guess I don't. Well, I mean, I have relatives, or, I go to their house sometimes.
Well, you should do that more. She nods. I just want to sleep. Coffee's not doing it anymore.
Do you need to take a rest? I mean, I know there's a lot to do, but I can take care of some of it.
No. I have never called in sick a day in my life, Kitston Dubois, and I am not going to start now just because my 6th cup of coffee hasn't kicked in yet.
Oh, so you are still drinking coffee?
I don't exist without it.
What do you want? What are you... I've never asked you. What are you hoping to do after, the next step up from PA?
Oh. Haven't thought about it, really. I just thought I'd be doing this for a while, and then if I found something else that I liked that looked interesting, I'd do that. And then if I found something else interesting after that, then I'd do that. I don't have to be tied to one thing all the time. My mother thinks I should have been a secretary. Can you imagine? She mimics her hands flying at a typewriter.
I feel like you have too much energy to sit at a desk all day.
The typewriter has not been made that could contain me.
I believe it.
But I don't know what I'll do next. I feel like I'll keep doing this until they don't need me anymore, or until something more interesting comes along. This is very interesting. I like interesting.
What would be more interesting?
I don't know. Mother says marriage, but not likely, if you ask me. Nope. Not happening. And she just looks down at the floor for a minute and says, well, I don't know. Maybe some wealthy traveling princess or something will need a personal assistant to go travel the world with, and then I can take that and go see the world and try coffee in different places, and I can see more beautiful exotic things, something like that maybe.
That does sound like something to stay in the movies for.
Hey, it could happen.
Well, look, if at some point you want to go take a nap, I won't tell Mr. Moore. Just saying.
You're a champ, Kit. You're a champ.
Likewise.
And she takes the list of items that you need her to pick up from the shops and goes off. She's not bouncing quite as much as normal. She's moving at a very fast pace compared to most people, but she's not got that kind of bounce on the balls of her feet that she normally has. It's a little interesting.
Kit's sort of concerned about her, but also she usually is giving 110%. It makes sense that she would, have to give a little bit less now and then. So
I'm sure it's fine. Everything's fine. No need to worry. So we'll leave Kit going about his duties on 2 separate films, finishing up the filming on one and prepping for the next one, and have a look in on Yvonne. So Yvonne, you've been doing a lot of work lately, and it's been taking its toll a bit. You've had to make up some new swatches. You've had to change some of the palettes for some of the new extras who've come in, especially when Brian left. They brought in a new lead extra to replace him, and you had to do a whole new palette for him. And now that they're really, really getting into filming the sections with the undead, you have to do a lot of putting makeup on and a lot of taking makeup off. And you've been working extremely hard, but you have gotten compliments whenever you've been seen on set. Director Moore himself has complimented you on how well you're doing and how creepy the makeup is. This morning, even when you were on set, it was kind of disturbing how real it looked, the dead rising from the grave. Just how uncanny you made them look. even with the strange colors that will translate into the black and white. It was strange.
Well, I will chalk that up to a mixture of my skill set, Sophia dressing them so perfectly eerily, and Kingston's grave work. So sharing the credit where the credit's due.
Takes a team. But you finally get off work. Finally. Later than normal. It's about 8 p.m. by the time you wearily pack up all of your makeup cases, put everything away, and head out for the evening. You haven't been as lively in your nightlife as perhaps you'd like to be for the past couple of weeks because it's been so exhausting. Push, push, push. You get home and you collapse into bed, but it's a Saturday night. This night that we look in on you. So you have tomorrow off.
Sure.
So you can afford to take the night to do other things. What is Yvonne doing on this particular night, as tired as she may be?
I mean, it's a Saturday and I have tomorrow off. Who knows when I'll have the energy at all to do this again. I'm going to drive to Peaches.
You head down to Peaches. It's a beautiful night. It's still warm, very warm out. The heat doesn't break that much in the evening. It gets a little bit cooler, and when you're driving, you've got that breeze coming across your face, which feels nice after being cooped up in your trailer. But it is very warm. But you make your way to Peaches. You pass people on the street already intoxicated by the time you get down there. There are couples who are bickering with each other. You have gal pals being gal pals going down the street. You have all sorts of Saturday night life happening as you make your way to Peaches. And you make your way inside, and Carol sees you, and she waves. Well, look who the cat dragged in.
I know, I've been such a stranger. I'm sorry. Carol, how are you?
Oh, barely keeping the place together without you around.
Well, after the forced march that we're on for this film, maybe I will spend more time here and help you liven it back up.
Yeah, when you say that, it does sound a little quieter in here than normal. There's people here. People you know. People you've been working with on the set, even as extras, or who've come in to do handiwork or any of those things. But it's definitely a lot quieter.
I know the director's been keeping us all very busy and exhausted as we try to move on to the next film, but it's not just me seeing the world as a little dimmer, right? Like, as she sort of more intensely looks around the room at her colleagues that are energy vampiring this place into the same sleepy doldrum that we're in.
No, it's not just you. Everybody seems so tired. Not me. I mean,
Sure.
you give me an hour of sleep and 3 cups of coffee and I'm good to go. Then some whiskey in the evening and I'm even better.
Yeah, I mean, a nap and some giggle juice will do that, but yeah, we've all been so exhausted on set. I guess I just didn't realize. I knew a bunch of people from the studio hung out here, but I didn't realize just how much energy we'd absorb from this place if we all were tired at once.
Carol nods, makes you a drink. It's the last week or so it's been like this. You need to tell that director of yours to lighten up.
Will do.
If you're looking for a certain someone, she's over there. Wink.
Thanks, Carol. Though, I still have time for you.
Sure, that's what they all say.
I was going to say you'll always be my number 1, but you'll at least always be number 2. Thanks, Carol. Walk off towards Dolores.
She chuckles and shakes her head. And you go off to a table near the back. You see the other couples and people are sitting around. There's some dancing going on, but it's slower. Like the band is playing, people are dancing, but everything feels a bit slow. It feels a bit muted. You make your way to this table in the back where Dolores is sitting. She's in trousers and a white shirt with a frilly lace collar that looks like it itches probably a bit. And she's got a hat that's next to her handbag on the table, and she's absent-mindedly swirling a drink. And her eyes brighten up as she sees you and says, "Yvonne, I didn't know if you'd be here tonight."
I didn't know if I would be either, but no matter how tired Director Moore keeps me, I'm not sure anything could keep me tired enough to stay away from you.
Aw, that's sweet. And she takes a sip of the drink and gestures for you to sit down, says, "I'd say that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me, but, well, you've said many nice things."
And I will keep saying nice things as long as you let me, and I'll sit where she gestured.
You sit down across from her, and you notice she's got the start of dark circles under her eyes. She's kind of yawning a little bit as she flirts with you.
Have you not been sleeping again?
Sorry.
It's okay.
You're not sleeping either, apparently. But no,
I know why I haven't been sleeping.
I just don't sleep well.
Oh, it must be all that running through my mind you've been doing. That's gotta be exhausting.
She blinks for it, takes her a second, and goes, "Oh, yes, that would definitely do it. Well, I can think of other things that would be a lot more enjoyable for losing sleep." And she swirls the glass very slowly.
We can talk about those later. Flirting aside, which I know is going to do, have you been having those dreams again? Are you okay?
I promised I'd tell you if I was having the dreams. I'm not. Just, I don't know. I sleep and I don't dream at all. No dreams. Not good ones, not nightmares, just dark. And then I wake up and I feel like I haven't slept at all.
You know, it's so interesting you say that. I haven't been dreaming either. And I've been feeling like there's no amount of rest that makes me feel rested.
Well, could be our work ethic is catching up to us, maybe?
Maybe. I think that we should both take a break soon. Together. How does that sound?
So you really should have led with the together bit first, because when you said we should take a break, I was getting a little concerned for a moment there. But yes.
Yvonne will lean in closer and grab Dolores' hand. I think I'd need to know what we are before I could possibly take a break from us.
And she leans in further, and you can see those dark circles better now, but she's still got that light in her eyes that drew you to her from when you first met her. And she smiles, and she lifts your hand and kisses it, says, "Well, what word do you want to use for it?"
I mean...
roommates? And she giggles.
I mean, historically, that might be accurate for some people like us, but I was thinking girlfriend? Not in the gal pal sort of way, but...
And she gets this big smile on her face and says, "I thought you'd never ask."
I think I've asked everything except for this. I'm sorry. And I'll kiss her hands back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. How does it sound? Are we going steady? Will you be my girl?
I'll be whatever you want me to be, honey.
I'm going to have to go get us more drinks to celebrate then.
You know what I like.
I will bounce back to the bar as if I've ever slept this month. Carol, 2 celebratory drinks are regulars, but I don't know, an umbrella or something.
She looks at you and laughs. Carol's about the only person in this place who doesn't look exhausted. And she just bounds over with your drinks with this burst of energy. And she puts 2 little umbrellas in your cocktails and says, "Does this mean what I think it means?"
We're going steady. She's my girl. Isn't that Aces? Isn't it wonderful?
It is about damn time. You two been making eyes at each other over my bar for about, 8 months now?
Oh, we've been doing a lot more than making eyes, but just not at your bar.
Oh my. Good
Yvonne
for
will give
you.
a flirty little wink to Carol. We've been having a fun summer. Thank you.
Well, here's to a fun autumn, and a fun winter, and a fun spring. And
Thank
fun
you.
all beyond that. These 2 are on me.
Thanks, Carol. You're a peach.
She laughs as if she hasn't heard that joke a million times before.
As if I don't make that joke every time I want to annoy Carol.
It's true. So you take your drinks back to your gal pal, who is now more than a gal pal, your girlfriend, your girl,
My girl.
your girl. And we'll leave you there basking in the somewhat exhausted glow, but happy. And it is now the 27th of July, 1936. It is a Monday. You all are back at work in various phases of exhaustion and with various things you need to be doing. Director Moore has informed you all that we are very close to the end of filming. He anticipates being done potentially by the end of this week, which is a bit of a surprise, considering how long movies normally take. You have been working at breakneck speed, starting this one right at the heels of the previous film, The Devil's Locket, which only a couple of you remember. And it's just gone so fast. How can you be at the end already? But here you are. At the end. Nearly. And Director Moore has another announcement for everyone at the staff meeting, which is that everyone is invited to the wrap party when it happens. No separate party for some groups. It will be one large party, and everyone will be invited to be there. And there's a cheer, a tired cheer, but still a cheer from everybody. The previous films that y'all worked on have had segregated parties, where the people of color have gone to one party and the white cast and crew have gone to a different one. This is the first time there will be a wrap party where everyone is together. And Director Moore says he'll be making announcements about the next film at that party, and that he's very much looking forward to finishing this one up, getting it out there, and moving on to the next project. And he says he's proud of everyone, but now we've got work to do. Let's get back to it, people. And you go back to set about your days. Do you all go straight to work? Do any of you try to find each other? What's the procedure here?
I will try to find Sophia.
Okay. That's fairly easy to do. Makeup and costuming are pretty close together, as we've established, because you have to be.
Knock, knock. She will say sleepily.
Come on in. Sophia's got a fresh sunburn on her face.
You've had the energy for adventuring.
Lazing about on the beach.
Ooh. Aren't you living the Hollywood life now?
It's fun. Just try it.
Maybe I will if I ever rest again.
Fair. Very fair.
Are you excited that this project is finally almost over?
I don't necessarily believe it. It feels too fast. Like I feel like I've got 6 more days of, I don't know. Yes, I'm excited to almost be done, I guess. It just doesn't feel real.
I don't know if I'm more excited or worried, if I'm being honest. But I do understand it not feeling real. I just feel as though I'm still too anxious about the next movie, the next project, to want to be there already. And have you noticed everybody is just falling to pieces around us? The bags under the eyes, the sluggishness, like everybody's so tired, and we're not going to get to rest after this. We're going to probably work at breakneck speeds for Mr. Brewer's project as well. So,
I mean, yeah, people are tired, but like you said, we're chugging right along. It would be nice to maybe have a bit of a break in between, certainly. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I wish that sleep felt restful again, or that I could have positive any dreams. Hell, I'd take a nightmare at this point. But I'm okay. I'm okay. Next time you go, have a beach day. I look really cute in a bathing suit. And I know how to pack a picnic.
I'll make sure to invite you. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how I'm feeling about all of this. It feels busy. I don't know. I feel like that's just kind of part of it. Like it's work, it's moving forward, and it's just going to keep being more work moving forward. That's not necessarily a bad thing, is it?
No, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little loopy from sleep deprivation. I just wanted to check in on you. It felt like we've hardly seen each other this month because of all the work, except for if we're coordinating pallets. But you seem to be doing well. Your brother seems to be taking to being back to work just fine. So I'm sorry. I can leave you be. I just wanted to see you.
You're always welcome here. I'm happy to see you. I understand that things are worrisome and everything. It does feel different. It feels different from this time to the last, but I don't think there's any one single thing to pinpoint being the cause, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
It'll be really nice to get to have everybody at the wrap party, though. I'm looking forward to that, although I don't know what I will wear, which is now suddenly an anxiety that is burbling up and is going to take over my entire mind for the next few days. This is horrible.
Sophia, may I make a recommendation?
Mm-hmm.
You have an entire studio closet. You have the entirety of a Hollywood costuming department. I'm sure that you, of all people, could throw together a party outfit for yourself.
I had not considered that. And you are right. That's the smartest thing I've heard all day.
How's this?
You're so
Before
brilliant.
the party, I'll do our makeup. Not eerily. We'll just do our makeup so that we look cute for the party. We'll get dressed together. And we'll go to the party together. How does that sound?
That sounds perfect. I've never had my makeup done.
Well, I'm happy to get to do that for you. Sweet. This sounds like the perfect plan. I will, if nothing else, see you before the party.
Amazing.
And unless Sophia stops her. She'll go back to busy bee work on finishing this movie and leave Sophia to her devices.
Yeah, you go back to work, both of you, and you're working on putting on makeup on some of the extras this particular morning, and something's a little interesting. Maybe not interesting is the right word. You don't notice it at first. And then as you work on the second extra, and then the third extra, and then the fourth, it becomes a little more clear to you. These people are looking a bit drained, not tired, but a little bit like the colors being leached out of them. You have to adjust your palettes on the fly because their skin tones, not like they're being leached of color, but they look somewhat less of who they used to be. That's the best way you can put it. And it's the same for the extras of all the various ethnicities you work on. Black, white, Asian, the couple Latinx extras you have in here. Everyone just seems to have lost a little of their muchness, to quote Alice in Wonderland.
I can't do anything that I'd like to do about this today, but she makes a note in her notebook to bring a bunch of cookies and oranges and sugary drinks to the trailer to give them to sort of help them pick back up a little bit tomorrow. They'll get makeup and they'll also get stuff to get a little bit of a sugar high in her chair. No, these poor people. No, this is all very concerning, but the best I can do is make a note of it and talk to Kingston about it later, see if it's that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And just plan on adjusting my palettes for this for the rest of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
She will seriously try to bring them snacks to see if that'll help.
I love that.
Her grandmother said that snacks fix almost everything, so she's just going to go with that approach also in case this isn't supernatural and everyone is just incredibly tired. But the plan for right now is just adjust the palettes, talk to Kingston later, and bring a sack of snacks for the makeup trailer for the rest of the shoot.
Sounds like a good plan. Speaking of Kingston, are you just going directly to set? Do you have anyone you were looking to talk to, or do you have other things you'd like to be doing this morning?
I will briefly stop Miss St. Cyr.
Okay.
Miss St. Cyr.
Kingston, it's lovely to see you this morning.
And you. I just wanted to give you this. And I will hold out a burlap bag that's been very tightly tied up.
What is this?
Something that I think has always been meant for you. That was delivered to me instead. I don't know what the end game will be, but I think it's time you started carrying it.
I'll go ahead and just give like a quizzitive eyebrow and look inside the bag.
It's the bracelet. I'm sure that there's a way it's going to fit your costume in the future. I don't know how, but I'm sure it will, and I don't think I need to be the custodian of it any longer.
You seem resolute and also, I don't know, an air of, you just seem more resigned to what's going to happen and going to happen.
Some things are like the ocean. You might be able to stand in the sand and be resolute, but sooner or later, the ocean will wear the sand away from under you. And it will take you. Just trying to make sure it's on my terms.
How is that going for you?
It's all about being ready.
How has your mother been recently?
She's been better, worried, because things like this don't just disappear.
Is she feeling any better?
She's feeling her own sense of drained.
I see. Well, thank you for the bracelet. Is there any warning or anything that comes with that, or are you just expecting me to know what I'm looking at?
I figure you'll know what you're looking at, but just remember there are some things that like to coil, and you don't want to be in the middle of it when it's coiling.
Duly noted.
I wish you well.
You as well, Kingston.
And he will depart as he stops at the nearby phone to make a call to his sister.
All right. So you stop in at the little office where the phone is, and there is a secretary in here, so your conversation's not going to be completely private.
Yeah. Well, I'm calling her at the hospital.
Calling her at the hospital? Okay. So you put through a call to your sister.
Louise.
Kingston, is everything all right? You never call me from work. What happened?
Well, it's right now easier to get you at work than trying to get Aunt Marcia or Mom or Dad at home or such. Just start making those preparations for that dinner we talked about. I think it's going to be kicking off soon.
Okay. Are you sure?
I think so. Probably the end of the week.
Oh dear. Of course. Everything you need.
I'll be home later. Love you.
Love you too. Just be careful.
Like you as well.
And you hang up the phone. Louise has also been a bit on the tireder side, but she's also been working late nights at the hospital and with her studies and everything. So it's hard to tell what the source of exhaustion might be for her. But she sounded a little bit perkier on the phone, if not worried about you.
Oh, I hope that in the future that she'll be able to find what she needs to. And hopefully Paco will be by her side.
Hopefully indeed. And you head off to work.
Yeah, and grab my sandwich from my bag on the way, eating.
Grab your sandwich. You move off to the set for today, where you already hear someone yelling, "Andy!"
Not me this time. Just breathe, Andy. You can get through this.
And off you go. Kit, is there anything in particular you're going about in this at this point, or are you just working?
Kit is going to follow Director Moore and see if he has any particular needs for Kit right now.
So you follow Director Moore, and you go into his office after this all-staff meeting, and you notice there are now 3 empty bottles on his desk, and a good 2 packets of cigarette butts across the desk. Papers are everywhere. It's not as neat and orderly as he normally is. Like, normally there'd be papers across his desk, but they're organized in a way across his desk so that he can work on them piece by piece as he needs to. This is just kind of messy.
Sir, do you need, I can straighten up in here a bit if that would be helpful.
He scratches the back of his head and yawns. Yes, sorry. I've been working late and haven't, done anything. He looks around as if seeing the mess for the first time.
Yeah, I can see that.
If you want to help me clear away some things before we go start the first scene, I wouldn't say no. I guess it's part of your job. But, oh, yes, goodness me. That's where all my cigarettes went. I must have smoked them while I was, working.
I'll start kind of trying to clear some stuff off the desk. Just put it in order as best as I can.
As you start clearing stuff off the desk and putting things in order, you start seeing this symbol penciled into various pages scrawled. Some of them are very neat. Some of them are just kind of sprawling across the margins. Just this strange shifting symbol that looks very, very familiar.
All right, sir, that's looking a little better now.
And he blinks at you wearily. Thanks, Kit. I don't know what all this stuff is. Just been working really late, you know? Very late.
Seems most people have, judging by the energy levels around here.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. I know you must be exhausted as well, but needs must. Mr. Brewer put us on a very tight schedule for this one. So we do what the producers tell us to do, don't we?
That we do, sir.
And he yawns and sits down in his chair, rubbing his temples.
Do you have a headache, sir?
Bit of one, off and on.
I hope it clears up.
Mm. He looks at you and says, I could swear I've seen that Howard kid before. Every time I walk past him in the hallway, he's doing good work. Doing good work is, I expect, from relation of Miss Reed, but it's nothing. I'm sure it's nothing.
He did work here, I believe.
No, he can't have. I'd remember that.
Well, will that be all, sir?
Yes, that'll be it, Kit. I'll need you on set in about 20 minutes.
Right. Yes. Kit's gonna step towards the edge of the room and glance back over his shoulder at the symbol that he was seeing recurring on the papers. And he's gonna get going.
And you head off. As you look back, you see Director Moore absent-mindedly rolling a cigarette with one hand, and his other hand is kind of doodling. He doesn't seem aware of it. And off you go. And I think that is where we will leave tonight's episode. Thank you all for listening. Thank you to my wonderful cast for some interesting revelations and other things this evening. Look forward to seeing what happens at the wrap party next time. Thank you, and good night.